George W. Bush has paid tribute to the 7 crew members of the space shuttle the Columbia, who were killed this afternoon. 6 American and 1 Israeli astronaut were on board the shuttle when it disintegrated on re-entry to the Earth's atmosphere, minutes before it was due to land in Florida. Mr. Bush described all 7 as heroes. And that's the 2FM News.
2FM weather with permanent TSB, the first choice for car finance.
Cold and windy with showers of rain or hail, mainly in the north and west tonight. Showers dying out elsewhere. Frost in places with gales in exposed areas. Lowest temperatures 2 to 5 degrees.
2FM Sport.
It's a very busy evening in sport again. That's 2FM Sport.
3, 2, 1, fire!
That's affirmative. Yeah, it looks like we're all back, and once again the squad is on the air. We'll tool up everybody and introduce them in a second. Let me just get the first tune underway, shall we? And we'll start things off with something that we should be all slightly familiar with now if we're paying attention to what's in the charts. Rather sweet sticker on this, Junior Senior Move Your Feet. We've got Crunchy Frog, Way of Mercury Records presenting, and we've got Curtis Mantronik on the mix. Introductions tooling up follow. Sweet as, isn't it? A bit of Junior Senior Move Your Feet, Crunchy Frog Records by way of Mercury Records presenting this one. So it's the 1st of February, we're back, and we've got our bag. And as promised last year, we have now got a thick plastic Sony music bag, which is like replaced our Epic bag, which replaced our Spanish one. Anyway, we'll tool up right. I'm going to introduce people. It's great to welcome back Derek Duff, looking very well. Did you survive the New Year and Christmas?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Lots of turkey and ham.
Do you know the turkey has got tryptophan in it, do you? Do you?
No, that no.
No, that's why they serve turkey at Christmas, because it's got this drug tryptophan in it that occurs naturally, and that zonks you out.
I'm wondering why I'm buzzing around the place.
Well, it sort of shuts people up, because, domestic violence, few drinks, see your family at Christmas, you want to give them a dig, so you didn't have turkey, you fall asleep before you get a chance. You're very welcome in.
Thank you very much.
I'll give you the Dirty Harry gun, because I know you're a Dirty Harry fan. I'll give it just see if it's clicking there. Is it on
no.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, just checking, you know what I mean? We don't want to hand you a Duff gun. Yeah. Okay. It's good to welcome Paddy Sheridan. This is your first time on the squad, is it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there any preference in weaponry?
Not really. Have you got any whips?
Whips? Well, I mean, you can pistol whip somebody with a pistol. That would count.
Be careful with your words to me, please.
Give me a pistol. I'll give you the secret agent automatic, right? Which is really cool because it's like got real, like that, and it's got a silencer and you can take it apart and
bit
play
of a James
with it.
Bond, is it?
It is actually. It's actually so stealthy you could hide it in your foreskin. No one would know. Really tight. Sweet as. Fulfilling his residential fulfillment for this month is DJ Pressure once again. Back again.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you. Do you want your usual?
Yeah,
the usual. There you go. The usual. Yes. The caps there. Yeah.
Hold on, just
reload this. Here we go. Right. You can start off with you, Paddy, since you're first in. What do you think of this thing here, junior, senior? You've got the sleeve in front of you. Do you want to look at it for inspiration?
Yes, it's a bit of my street, all right. Nice little riff to it. It's a bit of a cheesy guy myself, you know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
There's sort of a pokey bassline script going on here.
Yeah, a bit of a sort of, I would say, Sandy Rivera sort of thing.
When I say Junior Jack Trill me.
Yeah.
All of this harpy noise in the background here.
Just before that.
Are you feeling this? Are you tapping your foot?
No, not at all.
Oh my god.
Not yet.
Oh. Well, hold on, wait a kick.
I'm actually shaking the bottle.
Just do a bit of this now.
Have you gone to the this is the B-side
So
now?
we've got the other side here.
Quite samba, yeah.
This is sort of... Okay.
Bit of an early beat to tune.
Yeah, right. Get on with it. Oh my god. That's oh my god spelled O-M-I.
Yeah.
Right.
Not at all.
No, okay, that's not really... We'll leave it on anyway. I mean, would you play this? Would you...
No, not that side I wouldn't play.
Would you leave it...
Is that's obviously the B-side, is it?
Well, I think it is, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the other side has got
The other
better...
side, yeah.
Yeah, it's got more colours on the label, so I think it's the A side.
No, definitely not.
You're not a beats person then,
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Like something you hear in a lap dancing club.
Make it a bit slower, I think. Hold on. That could be lap dancing there, or pole dancing. It would be actually quite funny to see someone lap dance to it like this. Anyway, look, what do you think about this? Is it going to make anything change in the world, or is it
Absolutely not. I wouldn't have it in my box.
Really?
No.
Okay, well, what do you think? Percentage it? Chances of it doing something?
I'd say 40-50.
40-50 would be a 45 then, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Derek, any thoughts on Junior?
I wasn't really
Senior.
into this one now. In fairness, the A side, I don't like the Michael Jackson vocal.
Michael Jackson, you say?
Can I just slate this guy to bits?
Where is he? Where's Michael up here, actually? There's a bit where he sings on his own here, is it?
Doesn't it sound like as if somebody is literally strangling Michael while he's doing the vocal?
Like he's dangling a baby out of the hotel room.
Rob, you would have to bring that up, wouldn't you?
No.
And is it Michael Jackson?
It is definitely.
It's maybe before he got that nose job.
It's definitely, yeah. Yeah, I know it's from his house.
Well, actually, the nasal passages, the passages of the nose sound a bit blocked there.
No, this is a complete mess up altogether. They really ruined this, especially with his voice going across the there. Not good at all.
So Michael is actually doing damage to this track rather
I
than...
think he's totally messed the whole thing up completely. Maybe DJ Pressure over here probably do a better mix himself.
And that's with his
hard
Kenwood,
anyway.
with his Kenwood chef. Actually, he probably might be able to throw it.
Maybe if you change the vocals slightly on the flip side, it's a bit more breakbeat. It's alright, the flip side. This one here really doesn't do it for me at all.
And can you name the Michael Jackson bit? I mean, or you just think it's Michael Jackson?
I'm just going on with DJ Pressure here. I thought he said Michael Jackson.
And you agreed, Tim?
Well, it does sound
And
very
you
like
agreed.
It sounds very bloody like Michael Jackson, in fairness. But if anyone can actually admit to knowing what it is...
Well, listen, you might have Epic Records on
Bigger man than
during
me.
the week, soon you.
I don't know, I think Michael Jackson actually left Epic and bought Epic and sold it back to himself or something as a tax dodge or something. So I don't think he'd care too much. But a percentage, Eric, then, what do you think?
25.
25. And is that losing points for Michaelness?
Desperate, absolutely brutal.
I see. Okay. Pressure thoughts?
Yeah, I tend to agree with the lads. I don't like it at all.
On the other side there, considering this.
I think with the Michael Jackson thing, they're just trying to cash in on the Leon Bushwhacker thing. The Billie Jean thing, that was a big hit a while ago. But
was it though?
Well, I mean, there was a big scene on.
We all knew it and played it.
Yeah. I know a lot of bootlegs of it were sold anyway.
See. It's a semi-official. Like, these aren't the only mixes.
I'm not talking about this.
There's a Junior Jack mix as well, I believe, and all that sort of thing as well.
Well, who is Junior Senior? Is it two of them? I actually think that might be Junior Jack with somebody else.
Sort of one half
Senior,
of Junior Jack.
Yeah.
A Jackless.
The other side just really sounded like Trill Me, I thought, you know.
What about this? I mean...
Well, I actually prefer the B-side, just as a song. I wouldn't like go mad. I'm going to change the word then, but I mean, I like a bit of breaks and that, you know.
But would you play it?
Oh, no, definitely not. Like, I mean, I'm saying as a tune to listen as it. Like, I mean, there's lots of tunes I like that I can play, you know, and I wouldn't play, you know what I mean? But, in a time and a place, it's okay. Like, I mean, it wouldn't offend me, but...
okay, so not lifting you.
Wide at all, no.
No lifting involved here.
No.
Sort of a bit of leaving.
That's very old school. I mean, it's nice sort of bleeps and blops in.
There's a nice wow there. I like that.
It's very high.
It's wow. Really good. That meow. I think it's a highlight for me.
Quite
really.
70s.
Yeah. Well, percentage, what do you think?
Well, for the other side, 10. Maybe for that side, I'd give maybe 40%.
So what, like about 50,
40,
25
40,
into 40, okay, you'll upgrade that mark. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Right, well, speaking of rip-offs and redoing things and like robbing things and so on, this would be Jason Nevins, who's very good at that sort of thing, and he's managed to very cleverly take the B-side of I Know You Got Soul by Eric B. and Rakim and put it over a beat. So this is Jason Nevins versus Eric B. and Rakim, and I Know You Got Soul. Have a listen.
Just talk about another bag of dance and clap your hands to it. Just talk about another bag of dance and clap your hands to it. Just talk about another bag of dance and clap your hands to it. It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many weak shows you slept through. Time's up, I'm sorry I kept you. Thinking of this, you keep repeating your miss. The rhyme from the microphone solo with. So you sit by the radio, hand on the dial soon. As you hear it, pump up the volume. Just leave it till you hear it blow. Then plug in a headphone, cause here it go. It's a full in a word when it's heard to control your body to dance. So that takes a tempo like a red alert. Reach your reflex and let it work. When this is playing, you can't get stuck with the steps. So can say and I'ma still come up with. I'm getting to be swift, follow the leader. The rhyme will go deaf with the record that was mixed a long time ago. It could be done, but only I can do it. For those that can dance to clap your hands to it. I start to think and then I sink into the door. Like I was in when I'm writing, I'm trapped in between the line. I escape when I finish the rhyme. I got soul. Like this might tempt me to post, show my rings and my fat gold chain. Grab the mic like I'm on Soul Train, but I won't, cause I master this. Let the others go first so the brothers don't miss. Every beat rings the six. Rock him begin when you make the mix. I'm experiment like a scientist. You wanna rhyme? You gotta sign my list. Cause I'm a manifest and bless the mic I'll hold. You want an X? Then you gotta have soul. If you ain't got it, I'ma make a encore. Take the mic, make the people respond for the R. Cause that's the way it'll have to be. If you wanna get on after me, wait, erase your rhyme, forget it. And don't waste your time, cause I'm in the crowd if you ain't controlling it. Drop the mic, you shouldn't be holding it. This is how it should be done. This style is identical to none. Some try to make it sound like this, but you're getting me. So upset that I'm wet cause you're sweating me. I drip steam like a microphone clean. Even to MC is my thing, I get hype. When I hear drum roll, Rakim is on the mic, then you know I got something. Stronger as I get older. Constant elevation, cause expansion. I write my rhymes while I cool in my mansion. They put it on tape and in the city I test it. Then on the radio the odds request it. You listen to it, the concept might break you. Cause almost anyone can relate to. Whoever's at hand, I'ma give them handle. Light them up, throw them out like candles. Or should I just let them melt? Then give them a hand so they can see how I felt. I'm not bold just cause I rock gold. Rock him is on the mic, and you know I got something.
Jason Nevins versus Eric B and Rakim. Well, I suppose it's just Jason Nevins versus Rakim. And I know you got Soul, a white label, which has actually been floating around for a little while now, but it's sort of gone semi-legit because they're now sort of trying to get normal people to play it. I had ignored it, but, well, there you go. Pressure, we'll start with you and this. Any legacy for you with
definitely.
Eric B and Soul?
It shows what a short memory you have, because last time I was on the squad there was a tune that had an Eric B and Rakim sampling, and I was actually telling you about this track.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know if it comes back just before Christmas anyway.
Well, it is
Jason Nevins was mentioned, and I said he'd done this tune, so I have it anyway. I have it.
Oh, so this has been actually floating around since before Christmas?
Yeah, I actually have it on an official release on a label. I don't know, actually can't remember the label off the top of my head.
Well, this is one of those horrible one-sided things. So
I actually have it on a proper release thing, and I think the original is on the other side.
Well, I'll do the magic tilted under the light and see if I can see what's written on it. It's actually, the serial number is NEV1Z.
So it might be never.
So it's still naughty, right?
But I really like it. I mean, I bought it because I obviously love that Eric B and Rakim track, the pioneers of the hip hop sound. One thing I think about the song is it's nice, it's funky roll. I played maybe early on, it's too long. And sometimes there's too much sample in it, I think, you know what I mean? Maybe a dub mix of it, cut some of the sample out and that, you know. It's got a nice funky roll off and that, you know, it's a little bit twisted, you know.
But it's the entire thing from start to finish. Like there's no.
But it's actually what he's put under is quite nice as well. Maybe he just stripped the vocal down a bit more, you know, be a bit more acceptable, and it was a bit shorter as well, you know. I might play it. I bought it more or less just to listen to it for myself and that, maybe, you know. But it's not a bad effort at all, you know. What strikes me as well about that track is, I mean, the amount of samples that have been used from that one song down the years, whether it's Mars, Pump Up the Volume, like, I mean, just all they originally came from Eric B and Rakim.
Rakim, a voice from our past that we all probably knew, but some of us can put a finger on it, but not too many.
Yeah. He's a legend, like, you know. I mean, like, he was the first real guy who had proper attitude, you know. So maximum respect to Eric B and Rakim.
And apparently, you had to give him electricity on the feet to get him out of bed. He was so lazy. He was ultra laid back, and at one time he was actually taken for a corpse on an airplane. I thought he was dead. He wasn't. He was thinking. You know, he's a bit of a, you know, a deep thinker. Was Rakim.
Well, anyway,
what did you give it percentage-wise?
I'd give it 60%.
You're hoping good things for this?
Yeah, maybe a different mix of it, you know, and just dub it up a bit.
Well, it is straight through. I mean, the rap starts and it doesn't finish till the end of the record. And that's
this is what he's done underneath it. It's like that's nice, like, you know, sort of Night Rider sound.
Bit of a Night Rider zing on it, yeah. Could be. What do you think, Derek? Any foot tapping angles there now in your direction at all?
I think this is absolutely awful. It's probably one of the worst tracks I think, in all fairness,
really,
that I've ever heard.
Okay.
The vocal is absolutely dire, and I just heard Pressure saying about the pump up the volume bit. Now that's been used on a few tracks.
That was my point. Well, this was the original song that had that sample in it, the Eric B and Rakim.
I think that's what he's hoping for.
Many samples have been used from that one
So they've
song.
ripped them off this one, really?
Yeah, the original of this.
Okay.
No, Eric. So, the song is on now.
Yeah.
Do you know the original?
I don't.
Yeah, well,
you see.
It's a bit of a classic, you know.
Yeah, well, it's a sort of a mid-80s.
It was actually I think this one here, in fairness, is a total mess up. The vocal is absolutely brutal. Completely and utterly crap.
Buried in the track, though it is.
I'd say maybe for the more kids,
like
there's too much. The vocal is running all the way through the track. It's not giving the track a chance. It's just listening to a load of loud noise. And
so you reckon children might be amused by this record?
I'd say the 12 and 13-year-olds have more of a chance of making this record be something.
I see.
But from me personally, I wouldn't even put it in my record collection.
Would you be raising that Dirty Harry pistol in disgust and pointing it at
fairness,
this?
I just looked at it.
Just go ahead there. That's right. He's tampering with the classics, in fairness. So what do you hope for this? Give me a percentage. Like, what do you think?
Definitely a minus 90.
Minus 90?
And I'm being nice giving a minus 90.
Yeah.
Being really good.
Well, you actually gave them plus 10 from the possible max of minus 100, so I suppose that is one positive thing out of it. Yeah, okay. Paddy, any thoughts on
I do like it, because I do like Eric B and Rakim.
Right.
I play paid in full, you know what I mean? I'm an old school.
Yeah.
I'm one of the old school, you know what I mean? I've been around for... I've been around the block for a long time, and I do play paid in full every Friday night in Dakota, and it goes down strong.
You'd have to. And this, of course, is the cold cut 7 Minutes of Madness mix. Yeah, which we all love, because the original of Paid in Full is shite.
It goes on a bit. A little bit less vocal, a little bit more sort of heavy bass line in the back now. Be nice. You know what I mean?
Sort of a
Strip down
breakdown
a
bit.
bit. Strip down a bit.
Sort of a breakdown bit here. Hold on. This is right at the end of the record. It fades out.
That's just for mixing out of it.
Yeah. At least they're being fair to the DJs as well for mixing out as well. You know what I mean?
When I say it was too long, I mean if you actually listen to it, I mean it's just there's too much vocal in it. Just
Yeah,
strip
the
it down
vocal's all over the place, and there's too much in it. A little bit more heavy bass line.
Tweaks here and there, not like that, and top track. I think you know what I mean. Like, you know.
The structure as it was when the original was just he starts rapping and he doesn't stop. And there's an occasional break for some very awful scratching.
As well, you know? That's old school for you. You know? Like,
What always bugged me was the scratching was always way out of time. So when you're playing the a cappella, you'd have to whip it down for the scratching, and he's left that in, and he hasn't corrected it. It's some of the ropiest scratching in the history of.
I think they should take out the pump up the volume bit.
yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
It's been around too long. Everybody used it.
Yeah.
It's old passe at this stage. Get rid of.
Did you know that Cold Cut did a version of it without the vocal on it and called it Not Paid Enough? Did? Oh yeah.
No, no.
Put it out and everything, and it was quite instrumental, exactly the same, minus the vocal.
Was that on their epic mix that they've done? You know, the famous.
They do whip it out on occasion at parties, you know.
Or something like that.
No, it was called Out to Lunch with Ahead of Our Time was the name of the album, actually.
I think mostly all the old school people that enjoy that.
Yeah, they're saying like only 12 and 13 year olds was like.
Yeah, no, totally.
All
the old school DJs would like.
You know what I mean? Like maybe you know. Everybody likes a bit of nostalgia, you know what I mean? Like,
So they're really heavily relying on nostalgia for this.
like at the time, all that stuff was so fresh and exciting and all. I mean, like, and so the memory will always stay with you. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
Well, go on, Paddy, and throw a percentage.
Okay,
on
I'd give it a 55, 60.
Bit of a
I'd play it.
It's 57 and a half.
It's a bar tune. It's not a club tune. It's a bar tune.
A bar tune, you say?
Yeah.
Or playing to the bouncers tune.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to get it. There we go.
Oh, look at that there.
Welcome to the storage department. Slow, stylish way to store clothes and clutter, and tailor-made for you, with lots of built-in features like tie racks and trouser rails, all with Slide Robe's whisper smooth sliding doors in colour glass, metallic, and classic wood finishes or mirror fronts. For your free Slide Robes brochure, free phone 1-800-352-352. That's 1-800-352. Passion.
It's Cork's newest and funkiest late-night lounge. It's the Newport Cafe Bar featuring top-notch R&B, hip-hop and quality vinyl DJs. The Newport Cafe Bar, Paul Street Plaza, just off Patrick Street, giving the heart of Cork City a real beat.
Oasis, March 5th at the Point, sold out. Now, due to phenomenal demand, an extra date. Oasis, an extra date, March 6th at the Point. Tickets from $49.50 on sale now. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster nationwide or the Oasis on 1890-925-100. Oasis, their extra live date. Full details at 2fm.ie.
Alrighty, let's move on with this. It comes from something called Leben, or someone called Leben. Okay, it's Relative Records are presenting Day One. Have a listen.
As you know yourself, goes into a breakdown.
I'll tell you what, we'll...
Starts off again, the usual crap as Eurotrance is.
I see. Not a Eurotrance fan then?
Absolutely not whatsoever. I can't see this going anywhere now at all. Again, I think most kids either using hard house or Eurotrance now, in all fairness. And I think the only success or the only chance that this track has is from kids from the age of probably 17 and 18, or kids that are starting out now, in all fairness. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't like this sort of stuff. I don't play it out at all. And it just...
Kindergarten feel off it, is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
DJ kindergarten, as in like, I need to practice so I'll get some records that are like this?
But that's hard to playing Eurotrance, and as the older they kind of get the funky stuff and they start maturing.
Now, is this because they learn how to mix things that aren't exactly laid out in groups of four? You know.
Who knows? I suppose it's okay. I'd give it a maybe 30%.
30, you say?
But in all fairness, I can't see the track doing well.
Pressure, your thoughts on this thing here?
Well, basically, I agree with most of what he said. Yeah, I think it's awful. I mean, there's just out there, you know.
I see.
It's bad for trance. Like, I'm not just saying that all trance is bad. You know what I mean? There's good and bad in all types of music, whether it's John Digweed or whether it's you can't just generalise in certain styles and say it's all bad because I don't like it. You know, that is a bad trance record. You know,
Well, you're going to say bad trance record.
a very bad trance record. You know?
Okay, and why is it a bad trance record?
everyone at the moment there's a big thing, you know, with DJ Sammy, all this type of real, just they put trance and they put girls singing over it or something, you know, an old song singing over it type of thing. It is for kids, totally for kids, you know what I mean? Like it's either hard house or like, you know, cheesy trance.
It's like something you've heard a million times.
Oh yeah, and I have heard a million times before, and I'm sure I'll hear it another million times in my lifetime, you know what I mean? But I
so
still won't like it then.
So we're about halfway through hearing this track.
Yeah, well,
forever.
Just like it was on the background and like wasn't even listening to it. It was just I knew it was going to come.
So it just sort of...
You could have turned it off after like 30 seconds and I wouldn't have been able to give it a mark, you know.
It fitted into a trance mould and that was the end of it then.
You know, well, it's just... Like, a bad song's a bad song and that is one of them, you know.
Right, okay.
And I don't think it'll do well because it hasn't got a vocal for the kids to latch onto and make them, you know, remember when they hear it.
Yeah,
it's just like a... you know, it's just
so you're actually calling for a whining vocal over this.
If they'd have more chance of a success if they had some sort of thing on it for the kids or whatever, you know. But
right,
it's totally awful, you know.
I think it could be a case of how would you buy this record, because you'd have to go in and go
there's nothing in it yet, you know.
Yeah, mate, I've got that. Yeah, got about nine of them. Yeah.
Well, if you spent it singing after Billy, I'm sure he'd sell you something anyway and tell you.
Well, this is it, really, you know. Right, so percentage of that?
5%.
Give it 5. Okay, dope. And Paddy, any thoughts on this here?
I think Rob has just barred himself from maybe this there.
Not at all.
It's quite possible.
Number one customer.
But I mean, it is nice to know that you can walk into a shop and
business is business.
You know,
what I mean?
and you will be given something. You know, you can't, it's rare these days that you walk into a record shop and go, man, have you got the one that and he doesn't give you anything. Sorry, I haven't anything like that.
It's quite Euro trashy.
Euro trash.
Yes.
No, Fisher Spoon or Euro trash.
Fisher Price.
Right. Fisher Spoon or Fisher Price. Oh, you shouldn't have said that now. That's going to stick.
No, not at all. Not for me. Not in my bag at all. Even though I used to play trance and I still do occasionally, but not for me. What's that girl? What's the name? Church.
Charlotte Church.
The opera song.
Right.
She do a good vocal over that.
Right, bleeding raver, apparently. Very bold girl.
She's saying now that she wants to stop singing classical music and make hip hop.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe she get together with Eminem.
Yeah. Hip hop now. I'll tell you what.
Eminem on the TV.
Yeah. She should spend a weekend with Roots Manuva now and sort her out.
With the Betty Ford clinic.
Yeah. It's sort of like, you know, having a drink with Ollie Reed. It changes everything.
Oh, there we go now, yeah. How many times have I heard that?
Wow.
Every push record ever made.
This one here definitely has a chance compared to the other one.
I don't think so because it has nothing for kids to latch on to.
No fairness.
It's just there. There's millions of songs. Even if it had a crap vocal over it, it'd have more chance of success. It doesn't make it a better song. It just means it has more chance of being successful. And
this side isn't as wee.
I couldn't even tell the difference.
If it had a vocal going through this, it would have some chance. Definitely.
When I hear that, I just think John 00 Fleming. That's sort of proggy, boring, trancey type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like
the production is a mess up.
You know, I couldn't even listen to it that closely to care about the production on it.
Well, I think we've gathered you don't really like formulaic trance. My God, okay. Oh my God. Well, you've yeah, right. Okay. Well, this was Paddy's go.
Absolutely, yeah. You robbed it, Rob.
Yeah, you had your chance, man. You gave it 5.
You missed your chance.
I would say 20.
You're going to go
minus.
20. 20 minus.
Yeah.
So minus 20. God. That is depressing. All right, okay, we'll mellow it out a little bit now in this, shall we? Yeah, that's right. This is Goldtrix versus Matrix, or Matrix versus Goldtrix, whichever way you read the label. The track is Trippin. It's a white label, and we'll have a listen. Goldtrix versus Matrix in this Trippin, a white label. I think pressure's twitching there to get in there. You like this thing or something?
Yeah, well, I first heard it about 3 weeks ago. I heard you playing on the show the last couple of weeks and that, and it's grown on me big time.
It's a bitch to play, I'm telling you, very difficult to get it in.
I mean, I started out playing hardcore and drum and bass like back in 91, 92 and all, so like, I mean, I have got a bit of a, inbuilt prejudice towards it, liking it, but it's excellent, 100%. I love it, and I'm on the hunt for it as we speak. Actually, the other mixes that came out on AM PM, they were crap, absolutely really bad, and they've done nothing. But this is really top quality.
So who's doing which bit, Matrix or the drum and bass?
Matrix, the drum and bass guy. I was just saying, it's very similar to the out that John Power was playing a couple of weeks ago. It's the French Kiss. I think the Ed Rush remix of French Kiss. Really good, really top quality stuff like that, yeah. Made to mix together, so you can hunt it down off Mr. Power.
I see.
Yeah, excellent tune.
I challenge anyone to mix that into anything that isn't the same.
I would like, yeah.
But still, you know.
I could mix that now, no problem.
Into another drum and bass record, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Well, 100 is pretty.
I probably wouldn't.
I
probably never get to play it out, like, you know what I mean. But that doesn't take away the fact that it's a great track, like, you know what I mean. I really like it, you know.
I think you've got no balls. You want to play that out, mate, you know.
You wouldn't play that out either, Timmy.
No, you would. Maybe I would.
It's like you listen to the streets when you go home, and you ain't going to go and start playing, you know, We Become Heroes.
Yeah, but the thing is that you couldn't really go mental, throw your pint on the ground, bump into someone, and generally make a fool of yourself to a streets tune.
It's too much too soon in a certain club that you could be playing in, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I think at the right moment you could drop that.
Yeah, at the right moment.
And lose yourself a gig, really.
Rare, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Maybe last, if you have them in the palm of your hand and you went and you want, you could play it last, you know what I mean? Like, but it would sound very fast compared to other types of stuff that you'd be playing. Like,
well, we'll give it the 33 plus 8, right on.
That sounds much better.
Well, boys, sorry, I'd go minus 8 and 33.
What, that?
I know, 45, sorry, 45. Yeah, that's a bit more reasonable, you know what I mean? Like,
sort of like.
And her vocal keeps that thing. The vocal's very, go-go's or something like that.
The vocal doesn't change no matter what speed you put it on.
Yeah, no, but her voice is very, it sounds like something out of Go-Go's or something. You remember Go-Go's?
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, they did an enormous amount of chemicals. They did, yeah. They made the Rolling Stones look like grannies, man. They were very messy.
The big hit they had a big hit.
They exploded, actually.
Yeah, but anyway, whatever.
They did. They just did too much drugs one day, man.
Semi-punky voice.
Terrible pity. Okay, well, the 100 is good. Paddy, what are you thinking of this?
Absolutely not. I prefer the original on AM PM. Sorry, Rob.
Okay. Maybe you prefer the B-side, which is.
I thought the original was like a cheap version of Louis the Silver or something.
There's the B-side there.
You know, that type of, but not as good quality or something.
You feeling this B-side here?
Yeah, it's quite blankety blank.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
I'll pitch it up.
Oh yeah,
I'll pitch it up a bit then. There you go.
Whose mix is that? Lily Savage.
The old.
No, here's the breakdown.
Oh, it's Brendan Courtney. All right.
Sorry, there isn't a B-side, obviously.
Absolutely not, Timmy. Not for me at all.
Not even in a fit.
Drum and bassy. Two drum and bassy. I was never into drum and bass. Sorry, Rob. But this wasn't my bag. No, it wasn't my bag at all. It doesn't do anything for me at all. I wouldn't be into it.
Okay. You can't even picture yourself like in a big meaty car pulling up at lights going, scaring passers-by and stuff.
Yeah. No, sorry.
No, that's genuinely. I mean, do you think, like, I mean, there is drum and bass songs that you might actually like?
Yeah. There probably is.
That's one of them.
But not for me.
No.
All right, okay.
Not for me.
Well, raise your weapon there in disgust if that's the way you feel. Go for it.
Swallow this.
As you do. A percentage.
Firing blanks.
You're just getting me back for that now.
Nothing wrong with
I'll
that.
get you back outside, Paddy.
Percentage.
Nothing.
0. Right. Not so bad.
Sorry,
First,
Rob.
that's the first ton of the year and the first 0 of the year on one record. That's rather good. The vote totally split down the middle. So Derek, anything at all stirring there for you?
It's definitely not my bag. In all fairness, it's probably the best tune so far that I've heard.
Well, I think I'll have to stop you there because I've decided this year there will be no more "It's Not My Bag" crap. Okay? So I'm not getting a you. Okay? It's just whoever said "It's Not My Bag" first this year was going to get this round from me. There is no such thing as "It's Not My Bag" anymore.
Okay, well, in my bag.
We are erasing the "It's Not My Bag" folder as I speak. Right, so start again. You could just say it's shite if you don't like it.
It's not bad.
But it's not my
Drum and
bag.
bass.
It's okay, it's after 8 o'clock.
About 170 BPM. I warm up at about 125. I finish at about, tops would be 136, and that would be in a 3-hour set, and this would not fit in my bag. I know you said.
Yeah,
but
it won't fit in it. Okay, it won't fit in my bag. I'll go with that. But if you were to play it last track, it might take you at that rate.
In my bag.
It'd be a 9-hour set before you get to play this. If that's the sort of way you're increasing your
that
speed.
line, maybe 2 days even. Drum and bass track starts off drum and bassy for a couple of minutes, goes into a break for 64 beats, if you want to call it that way. Carries on again for a few more minutes. Breaks down again for 128 beats. I was actually counting all these.
Oh my god.
I'm good, am I? And I never made it to be a mathematician.
I see. Well, you see, at this speed you can get an enormous amount of beats in. You're getting value for beat here, money type wise.
I don't think, for a track that's 8 or 9 minutes long, it just doesn't have enough carrying the tune. Now, in all fairness, I haven't heard the original of this. Now, the lad said he have, but I haven't.
The original's better.
The original is sort of
more
character.
It's funky, you know what I mean?
It's much more character to the
two-steppy, you know what I mean? It's party music, you know what I mean?
It's mental.
Derek, I could say to you this exact same thing about progressive house, you know what I mean? Records are 12 minutes long and do nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and have
but Rob,
that song has a life,
this does nothing extremely quickly.
I mean, sometimes less is more, you know what I mean? Like, it's like.
Well, I mean,
so
some
you think
argument
about
could be
that
applied
in
to
a jungle
prog.
club, like, I mean, mixed in by a proper drum and bass DJ or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's the speed they're used to working at. We're not, you know, we don't operate at that speed, none of us. So I think he was slow, I think I was fast, I think that's fast, you know what I mean? It's like, you're not comparing like with like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta judge a song on how it fits in that, in its own genre, rather than just saying, I wouldn't play that, so therefore it's a bad song.
It's in a category of its own.
You know, you're not opening.
So if you were given a task to maybe win something like Nissan 350Z, no, I thought I'd get a ripple of appreciation for that at least. And you had to place this record somewhere and make it do something. Could you do that? Like, is this a total oddity, or do you respect what it's doing?
It's alright. It's not bad in all fairness. I'd give it about a 35%. All in all.
God, I feel bad now.
It's not too bad. It's the best one so
I feel
far.
really bad. Listen, I'm gonna go alright.
No, you relax. It's all good, because look over there, right? 35.
Ice cream. Can I have a fizzy drink? Can I have a lilo? Mom, can I go paragliding? I want to go jet skiing. Mom, I want a tattoo.
One flip-flop each and that's it. If you find the summer holidays demanding, get away from it all with the Great Knorr Quick Soup holiday offer. With a €50 voucher on Knorr's Quick Soup promotional packs, collect up to 3 of these, book before December 31st, 2003, and save up to €150 on your next package holiday. See packs for details. Terms and conditions apply.
I still care for you. You know I do. Oh, we've been through so much, but it's over.
When it's finally over between you and your old or uncool mobile, do the decent thing. Bring it along to your local participating Vodafone agent or Superquin store, where they'll be delighted to recycle your old love safely and in a way that protects the environment.
I'll always remember you.
Vodafone and Conservation Volunteers Ireland, working together for a better environment. Vodafone, how are you?
Is your skin getting the moisture it needs? Let Lancome take the guesswork out of choosing your perfect moisturiser. Between now and February 9th, visit your Lancome counter where the Lancome experts will be on hand to guide you through your personalised skincare profile. Plus, with the purchase of any Lancome moisturiser, you will receive your free gift, a complete skincare ritual in trial sizes. Quench your skin's thirst with a Lancome moisturiser. Gift available while stocks last.
Alright, let's move swiftly along with this. It comes from Moloko, who we all absolutely adore. And they have a familiar feeling on Echo Records. Have a listen. should say that we have rather a lot of mixes of this, so we're going to play with a few of them now. That'd be Timo Maas, his version of it. So we just go for a bit of Robbie Riviera here on the other side, as requested by the lads. We'll just have a listen. Right. Okay, this. Skip in a bit. Is there a more cheerful Robbie mix on the other side, is there? Yeah, I think there is. There's a vocal mix, I think, so we'll just go for a bit of that. Now we'll go actually do a bit of Max Reich while we're waiting. Hold on. The Max Reich's mix. And we'll just leave it with a bit of Robbie's vocal mix in the background. We start with Paddy. I gave you an offending newspaper thingy.
Yes, she said dance music is dead.
In this interview she did with Hot
Great,
Press.
isn't she? She's very good.
The latest edition of Hot Press contains a mix with, or an interview with her, and she says.
And yes, she released 8-9 mixes there.
Oh, we'll go through them.
With
sure.
the plastic covers.
We've got Timo Maas, Max Reich, Martin Buttrich does 2, Timo Maas does another one, Robbie Riviera does a juicy dark dub, he does a dark and sexy mix and a vocal mix. Oh, we've got the original version is here as well. Isn't that nice?
I think, Timmy, she would claim that it's out of her hands who the record company get to do mixes of it. She can just make the original. But it all just smells of Sophie Ellis Baxter.
Well,
the exact same
the
thing.
presentation
She got
is
to number one with
it smells of Sophie Ellis Baxter.
Sorry, yeah. But she said, I hate dance music, blah blah blah. I'm a punk
But yeah, she's still
indie
releasing
chick.
dance
and then
tracks.
she's like, murder on the dance floor, with DJ, you reckon I'll kill the groove. Look at me.
Right.
Give me a break.
With DJ, whoever killed the girl, very good, Rob.
Look at one of this Martin Blöchel or something mixes.
Too cool for me.
It's quite nice though. It's alright.
Yeah, it's quite the Miami sound to that.
Jazz.
Sort of like,
Acid jazz vibe on it.
I suppose if it does that, we might let it away with something. What do you think, Paddy? Any use any of this stuff?
Porno
That's a
music.
bit. Yeah. That is. I go back to the lap dancing again.
Slow it down a bit. We just drop it down to porno speed here.
I would say no. I wouldn't play it, no.
I just want to do good shit.
Bit of a Barry White. Where's Barry White? Where's Barry White?
It'd be funny if Roisin did a Barry White, didn't it? Surgery to
What do you
alter her
mean?
face so she could sing like Barry. Got flaps put in, so you So would you play any of these?
Juice lips. No. I did like. I go back to the bar sort of team again. I did like Sing It Back when she had that sort of groove jet sort of thing as well.
Yeah, bit of an L classic even.
Well, it is, because it's a typical bar track as well. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, he done well in the clubs as well. Certain clubs like Browns in the UK and all that, etc., etc. But having said that, no, not for me.
Right.
Gentlemen's clubs.
What percentage?
Even the Timo Maas one wouldn't do it for me.
Can I just say as well, the Timo Maas one sounded exactly like Yarman Van Helden mix of sugar sweet or what's her name? It's got to be big. What's it?
Oh God. You're
Tori Amos. Yeah.
Right.
Number one. If you put on the Timo Maas, it's exactly the same stuff.
That was Professional Widow.
That's correct.
Yeah. Stick on the original there, the Timo Maas, and you'll hear the right sound. Okay.
Do I have to?
Couldn't be ours.
Okay.
Quick, she like you for this. She will like you for this.
The original sounds actually like the one, the big hit she had, Bring It Back. It just has that vibe of the DJ vibe again.
She claims she wants to do lonely emotional disco, you see, and she's going to revive dance music.
If I'm not mistaken, she put out a track about 3 months ago. We had it on the squad with Boris
Gluglosh.
And I think there was a Roger Sanchez mix on it. I mean, how dance can you get, you know what I mean?
But like you say, she probably claims she has nothing to do with the mixes.
Payback time for it, Sing It Back.
Right, well, look, Paddy percentage.
What are we going to do?
We're running out of time.
What are we going to do with it? Okay, I would
say
say 10.
You're going to go 10. And Rob, will you?
I don't like it. I don't like her voice at all. She's just a moan.
She sounds like a banshee.
Rain, yeah, big time.
Oh dear, okay, hold on. Derek, have you any thoughts on
this
her?
one here now, in all fairness, I like this.
That one's a bit better, is it?
The vocal is a bit cheesy now, it's alright. I'd probably play this. Now, the Robbie Riviera mix, the first one that you played, I think it was the dark mix. Now, that one is definitely my bag.
I'm not sure what this is. I think this is Timo's main mix, actually. So
the first Timo Mass mix, it wasn't too bad. A little bit cheesy again, but the Robbie Riviera is definitely up my stream.
Hear the guitar there,
it's nice.
especially with him.
They've used this sample a few
it's
times.
goddamn similar, alright, yeah. Yeah, like Pool Q playing the bass guitar routine, very nice.
But definitely, in all fairness, like there's something like 7 or 8 mixes on this, and this is definitely a strong package, and this is going to do so well. I think it's going to do really, really well.
Well, they've thrown the money onto it. We've got gloss sleeves which have the word Moloko punched out of them, full colour inner sleeves, full colour labels, and all these mixes. They really do think it's going to be enormous.
It must have cost them more money to do the covers than to get the actual artists down.
They have to sell skip loads of this to
big money in albums. I mean, they're an album band, like, you know.
I suppose, yeah. And the fourth album is due out soon, so
big money in it.
You can add this to your collection. Have a thick slice of Moloko in your collection. A percentage, Derek. There, what do you think?
Yeah, for the Robbie Rivera, the dark mix, I would give that a 95.
95.
And I'm wondering, would it be possible to get a copy on the way out the door so we can play it on radio tomorrow?
I'd say there's a very high possibility.
I think there's a very
maybe you can have the lot.
A strong chance you might be leaving the building with my copy of this,
with
actually.
More than you came in.
Well, anyway, look, I've done my sums. It wasn't difficult. A bit of Matrix versus Goldtrix one. Paddy, you, what are you doing this weekend?
This weekend tonight, I'm doing the opening of a new club called Traffic.
Really?
Oh, sorry, did I say that? Oh, yeah. So it's just down beside Spirit, about 2 or 3 doors away from Spirit, Middle Abbey Street. So I'm kicking off there this evening.
And what's the script? What's it about?
Upstairs, I've Connor G and Ronan O. We're doing a bit of house upstairs, and downstairs we're going a bit deep and dark. And
right, okay.
Funky.
So yeah, downstairs dark and deep, upstairs funky. I see. Name of club once again, Sticking Head. Traffic. There we go.
I gave you the lighter, didn't I?
You did actually. Give me a traffic lighter. I thought that was cool because traffic lights, traffic lighter. So on. I actually smiled for about a second. It was wonderful. Thank you for coming in and good luck tonight.
No problem, thanks a lot.
Rob, your script for the next bit, what are you up to?
I'm going to take it easy tonight, Timmy. Still recovering after Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, well, it is only February.
Yeah, exactly. Birthday angles next week, so I'll be going for dinner with the missus.
I see.
And
so domesticus activity.
Birthday activity, basically, yeah.
Oh, birthday lad. Oh, yeah, that sounds
and
great.
then the following week I'm in with Cleve Dobbin in Envy and Dundalk, and that's the 15th, and the following week I'm in the Temple Theatre.
I see. Well, thank you for coming in, dude. Happy New Year to you. Derek, your script, where are you at?
Well, I'm not as busy as the lads. I'm off for a few pints now down to the Ocean Bar with my missus.
I see. And this radio thing you were promising you're going to play Moloko on tomorrow, what would that be?
Working on Nova at 94.7 FM between 12 and 3 tomorrow.
I see.
So we'll definitely give the Moloko missus an old bash.
I see.
We have the old Robbie Riviera mix going on there.
You're still doing the community service in hobby radio. Wonderful.
Sure, we're trying the best. A couple of things in the pipeline from myself. The next week or two, I've a live mix of myself live on Al Gibbs' show on the Euphoria FM 104. I've also given yourself a mini disc.
I have a mini disc here which we'll examine in time.
Which will be coming here in the next couple of weeks.
It better be different to the one you gave Gibbs, otherwise it's not happening.
Oh, it's better, man. This one.
Of course it's better. And that's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, look, that's enough out of all of you. Our survivor this week was this, Goldtrix versus Matrix, and it's Trippin, and that's enough. Grumbling noises, I think, for the survivor. Thank you.
This is Hit Radio 2FM. Live on the hour, every hour, 90 to 92 FM. This is 2FM News.
It's just after 9 o'clock. The US President George W. Bush has paid tribute to the 7 crew members of the space shuttle the Columbia, who were killed this afternoon. 6 Americans and 1 Israeli astronaut were on board the shuttle when it disintegrated on re-entry to the Earth's atmosphere minutes before it was due to land in Florida. NASA has halted all space shuttle flights pending an investigation into the disaster. Mr. Bush described all 7 as heroes and said space exploration would continue despite the tragedy.
The Columbia is lost. There are no survivors. On board was a crew of 7. These men and women assumed great risk in the service to all humanity.
Tomato, open your eyes. Love hurts. And let me tell you, in Helmut's Light's case, it's murder. You're just jealous. Yes, that's right. I'm jealous. How can I be jealous? I'm a yogurt, for Pete's sake. Reach for the Hellman's. Light. Every time and make every meal a pleasure. What do you think she's doing for lunch?
6 on Saturday.